Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance here on Serious Gaming. I'll be heading to those woodcutters. I'll meet along with them. I know where the camp is. It's north of Ravna. And I'll find it. It's a Cuman bandit camp. You need to consider that and deal with that. Now, you can infiltrate it, but the best way of doing that is to have a full set of Cuman armor. Hold on.
God be with you. Is there someone here who... Whatever.
Would you teach?
Certainly.
I'm in.
All right. Now.
Okay, now the camp will be roughly around here. I'll mount a horse and I'll go there. First though, I'll take all the Cuman stuff from my horse and put it on Henry. That should be more or less enough. All right. Okay. Well, I figure it's probably best to deal with this first. Finish this quest. It's not like he's asking for a great deal of boar meat, and I would rather not waste.
I am at your. I've got to meet you.
Great. Here you are. You've earned your grosh. And as I promised, I'll teach you something.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
What are you after here, you fucker? I can see you're not from around.
I'll walk my ass with you.
Is that the best you can do?
Okay. Ravna. Time to find that camp. Into the woods. It would be nearby Skalitz, wouldn't it? It's somewhere around there. I know that this because I played the beta, obviously.
Want to earn a bit of coin? You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What do you want?
There's plenty of coin. Quick! Quick, before he gets away! At him!
You know, all those bugs, so many bugs, I mean, I have encountered them myself, obviously, but not to the level other people have. But then again, I'm someone who built a computer intelligently. In the sense, I picked my own parts, updated my systems, my graphic drivers, continuously keep them updated, cleaned, all that kind of stuff. Clean my PC, all that stuff. And that's really arguably what helps a lot, in my case, to get a lot of games running properly, I think. Or to not have the bugs that other people encounter. Come on. Come on, horse. There we go. Though obviously, yes, the horse is pretty bad. Okay, dismount.
A bridge. That'll make it easier to cross the earthworks. There's open ground on both sides of it, but it's the fastest route for an attack. Good ground for a big fight, but not much cover. A stockade. A handful of men could hold it for quite a while.
Alright, need to move slowly here. At least when I'm inside. These guys are obviously enemies.
We could get all the way to the camp unobserved this way. Our attack would catch them by surprise, but then we'd run straight into the middle of the Cumans.
Okay, then I need to deal with the food and with the archers. Hopefully he doesn't bother me.
Look at that. Those heathens are a lot tidier than the bandit.
Hé, te!
Húgyhoz nem kell.
Így csinálhatod, ahol akarod, úgyis térdig járunk itt. Hé, te! Na jó.
Enjoy your meal. The fewer arrows you have, the better for us. It's my own recipe.
Hé, te! Figyelj! Nicsak, mi bújt itt elő?
This just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Either way, the Cuman, it's a bit buggy, it's fairly random as well.
It would take a while to get across, and there's nowhere to shelter from arrows.
Okay.
Bridge. That'll That'll make it easier to cross the earth road. There's open ground on both sides of it, but it's the fastest route for an attack.
Yeah, it seems if you move too quickly, the game doesn't handle it very well, does it?
A stockade. A handful of men could hold it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Good ground for a big fight, but not much cover. We could get all the way to the camp unobserved this way. Our attack would catch them by surprise, but then we'd run straight into the middle of the Cumans. Look at that. Healthier than... It's my own recipe.
Hé,
Who
itt se...
Szarcséje az egész.
Enjoy your meal. I'd like to see you try shooting these now.
Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál anyát a szoknyája alól? Vigyázz! Itt az ellenség!
Nicsak, mi bújt itt elő?
Maybe it would be a better idea to focus on the bandits first rather than the Cumans. It does seem that it's fairly random when it comes to... Oh!
It would take a while to get across.
Are you friendly or not? And that really is the thing that's driving me up the wall here. Alright. Let me just find the points of entry.
What are you doing there?
NPCI really is...
A bridge.
Yeah.
That'll make it easier to cross the earthworks. There's open ground on both sides of it, but it's the fastest route for an attack. Stockade. A handful of men could hold it for quite a while. Look at that. Those heathens are a lot tidier than the bandits. The fewer arrows you have, the better for us. The secret is in the spices.
Hey, give up!
Good ground for a big fight, but not much cover.
This is fairly stupid, all things considered, isn't it? Still, I can go around here. Use the fact that they've been distracted to poison the food they have here.
Enjoy your meal. Well, you won't be shooting these arrows.
Okay. Now, that was part of it. That was the Cuman camp. They haven't actually interrogated me yet, so I do have some time before they get hostile. I've been avoiding them very carefully. Right. Now.
You're in the wrong place, the wrong time.
Wait, what a stinking shithole. I wouldn't want to live. They can see a long way from that steeple. And those archers up there, definitely going to be a problem. It's my own recipe. Well, you won't be shooting these out.
Sorry to fight, buddy.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! To arms! Get over here! Hey! All of you! Gather here! Please to arms! Where can he find it? Must be somewhere.
We could get all the way to the camp unobserved this way. Our attack would catch them by surprise, but then we'd run straight into the middle of the Cumans.
Okay. Marriott. What? They're still chasing me, maybe. Okay. Now I just need to get to Sir Radzik. Okay, that will do it. I did sabotage their precious camp. And got away with my life. There is a cinematic if you infiltrate that you see Runt executing a guy. But hey, I could have gotten that if I had infiltrated it successfully, but abusing game mechanics also works, I guess. Wrong side. So I destroyed their arrows and poisoned all of their food. They're not gonna be a problem. I like a game that does this though. The game that actually gives you this opportunity. You don't necessarily need to care about it.
Welcome, Henry.
Sir Radzik.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I'm back from scouting, sir.
Excellent. What have you found out?
There's an overgrown, ruined village in the woods where they're dug in.
That sounds like Pribyslavitz. It used to belong to Sir Divish before Havelmedic attacked and torched it, and then imprisoned Divish. It's been left abandoned ever since. I was hoping they wouldn't be so organized. Earthworks and fortifications. That's quite a different matter from routing some rabble out of the woods.
I tried to count them.
And how many of them are there? Bear in mind I'm relying on what you say. We'll have to call for reinforcements, and that's no simple matter. Every man that comes with us will be lacking somewhere else. And I don't want bandits pillaging some other town because there's no one left to mount a defense.
There's a lot of them. I couldn't even count them all.
Christ. We'll have to gather armed forces from the whole region to defeat them. Even if it means leaving towns and villages unprotected. Every able-bodied man will have to come with us.
It's mostly bandits in the camp. They're not villagers with pitchforks, but not regular soldiers either.
No more than I expected. I have no fear of them, but underestimating the enemy can be fatal.
There aren't just bandits in the camp. There are Cumans too, quite a few of them.
Cumans, you say? Where the hell did they come from? Could Sigismund have left them there after he raised Skalitz? This is looking more and more serious.
I took a look at their arms and armour. They're not a proper army, but they're equipped quite well.
What about archers?
There's a few of them, and they're positioned well. If we charge them head-on, they'll probably do us a lot of damage.
I don't like the sound of that. It complicates the situation. Dealing with them before the battle would be the best option.
They're up to something in the middle of the camp. It looked like they were making several long ladders.
Ladders? That sounds like they're planning a siege. I like this less and less. On the other hand, we can use that to our advantage. If we can capture those ladders, we can use them to scale their own fortifications.
That's about all I saw, sir. I didn't notice anything else.
That's all right. Did you manage any sabotage while you were there, as I asked you?
I managed to destroy some of their arrow supplies, so they'll have less ammunition.
Well done. That's just what we need.
I managed to slip poison to a few of them. They should be too sick to fight.
You're as cunning as a fox. We need more like you.
That's all, sir.
Don't worry, Henry. You've proven yourself an excellent spy. I need you to go to Sir Divish in Talmberg and tell him to send Captain Robard and his men to our aid. There's not enough of us here in the camp.
You can rely on me, sir. What should I tell him?
Tell Sir Robard to bring all his men, leaving only a minimum guard at the castle. And to send a message to Sir Hanush to send his men too. I'll leave our camp almost empty as well. We'll need every man we can muster.
All right, I'll get going.
And be quick. We've no time to spare. God be with you.
There are quite a few of them in that camp right there. So in order for me to properly, in order for us to properly deal with them, you do absolutely need quite a lot of men to do so. I counted at least 40, 50 of them. That's quite a lot of men, considering, mind you, that they're wearing plate armor, well equipped, and have a strong defensive position. Against simple fortification, according to military strategy, you need a 3-to-1 numerical advantage in order to win. We will not have a 3-to-1 advantage, even with all the men that I'm about to get. But we will have superiority in terms of arms and training. I mean, they're still bandits at the end of the day, most of them. So, let me see. Yeah, I'll worry about replenishing my food supply.
God be with you.
Greetings. What business have you?
Sir Radzig sent me with an important message. He asked for reinforcements.
He needs more men? What's going on?
The bandits and Cumans have set up camp in Pribyslavitz. They're preparing for something. Sir Radzig wants to mount an assault on them, but he doesn't have enough men.
Hang on. Easy now. From the beginning. What happened?
I managed to track down the camp of the bandits who raided Neuhof. But it's not just a gang of brigands. More like a small army in a fortified encampment. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure they're getting ready for something. And Sir Radzig wants to destroy them before they get a chance.
So it's worse than I thought. But Sir Radzig is right. We should do something about them before it's too late. I'll send my soldiers.
Sir Radzig said to take all your men and leave only a minimum guard at the castle.
What? We can't leave Talmberg unguarded.
We've no choice, sir. The bandits have an awful lot of men. Sir Radzig is leaving his camp almost empty as well. He even said you should send word to Sir Hanush to send his men too. We need every man we can muster.
All right then. Sir Radzik knows what he's doing. I'll muster the men and send them with Captain Robard in command. Would you lead my men there right now?
Yes, sir.
May God be with you in battle.
Sir Radzik.
I'm glad to see you, Captain Robard. I hope Henry's explained everything to you.
He did, but I find it hard to believe. Who could possibly put together such a significant military force, and right under our noses?
We'll just have to find out, but I don't think we will until after a battle. If we don't deal with them now, who knows what they'll be capable of in a week or two.
I agree entirely, my lord. What's the plan?
Right, lad. We're almost at the place you described. Now we'll have to advance cautiously. I need you to tell me how it looks around the camp so I can decide which side to lead the attack from.
Sir, that's a big responsibility. I don't think I should...
I asked you a question, boy. You've been there and seen everything, so speak up.
There are 3 ways to get in. Directly along the straight path to the camp, the long way round through the woods and over an old weir, or by a narrow bridge over a deep ditch.
Let's start with the direct route. That sounds like the easiest approach. How does it look there?
That path leads round their battlements. It's fortified and patrolled. The chances are they'd shower us with arrows on the way.
It's a good thing you're here, Henry. We'll have to try another way then. What about the approach through the woods and the weir? I don't like the idea of marching such a long way over rough ground, but if it's the better option...
It's a long way through the woods, and there are patrols there as well. They'll call the alarm before we reach the camp.
I thought so. What about the last approach, over the bridge? It's a bit narrow for my liking.
It's narrow, all right, but once we get over, we can quickly occupy the best ground for a battle. We only have to take down a few archers.
The battleground sounds inviting, but that bridge and the archers... It's not an easy decision. Each option has its pros and cons.
Well, I try to answer to the best of my ability, sir.
And you'll be suitably rewarded for your efforts. From what you say, the route over the bridge is the best option. If we're fast, we'll have the advantage. With the help of God, we'll win this day.
Okay.
We'll approach from the south and storm them over the bridge. Form up. Forward march.
Let's go!
Alright. An army approaches. Here we go, boys.
To the bridge, quickly! Get to the other side, as many of you as possible! Hold your position there! No! Oh.
Okay.
Surprise is on our side! Charge them!
Go, go, go then. Go, boys. Here they come. That was a mistake.
Move that wagon! All right, man. The way's clear. Up and after. Deal with those armies before we're all shot. Get ready, men. This will be the toughest. Battering ram and smash down that gate! Sir, there's more of them coming from below! What the hell? Bend this fucking hill!
Alright, the gate is broken.
Stand your ground, you dogs! Drive them back!
The battle is almost over. Just this guy.
I will cleave you in two, you bastard. You tried before, and yet here I am. What? Who the hell are you?
You don't remember me? I remember you, though. Now, where's my fucking sword?
What the fuck are you on about? What's... Hang on. You're the... Fuck me. I thought we left you to the crows. Tough little fucker, eh?
What did you do with my sword?
Judging by our last encounter, I'd say you made a big mistake coming here.
Where's my fucking sword?
But then again, maybe you've had some practice. I hope so. Because last time was too easy.
Oh, really, Runt? Time for you to die this time. Okay. Really? Don't worry too much about him. What?
Not bad for a peasant brat.
It's not over yet, you scum. Now where's my sword? What have you done with it? Talk, you bastard!
I'll see you in hell.
Tell me, do you hear me? Tell me what you've done with it!
I'd say you're flogging a dead horse there.
You took him down. On your own. Well done. Nice work. You surprised me. He was a mountain of a man.
He was the one who attacked Neuhoff. And stole your sword, sir.
The thought did cross my mind. What did he tell you? If we'd taken him alive, the executioner might have gotten more out of him. Oh well, these things happen in the heat of battle. Anyway, we found a trunk full of coin down below. Someone was paying this gang very well. There were some of Sigismund's barbarians among them. I don't think we've seen the last of this. Whoever engineered it was highly placed. They won't give up after one defeat. This louse was just a pawn.
I'm afraid you're right, sir. Well, lad, we live to fight another day, eh? That's the fear leaving you, lad. Let it go. Now, put it all behind you. A decent Christian shouldn't dwell on such horrors.
I beg to differ, sir. I never want to forget this. The time has come for those whoresons to pay for what they did to us.
You're right, my boy. But first, we all need some rest. We'll meet later in the upper castle in Ratay and then decide what to do next. But come what may, you did a good job today.
That was very disappointing as as an epic battle? Is this the best they've got? I mean, really? The problem exists because people are dying way too quickly, right? I'm not necessarily in favor. What?
I will make you pay for this. It's time for the next part of our plan. Give the word.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Battle of Pribyslavitz, whatever, right? Let me see if the Vagabond is still bugged out. Might be, might not be. But I really found that entire thing extremely disappointing. And mind you, I mean, certainly I have some of the best gear in the game, and I've focused a lot on gear, but is this really it? Oh, you got a lot of strength. You got close to 20 strength, actually. Is this really what it boils down to?
Both safe, Henry.
What's with the horse? It's bugged out. Or it was. Anyway, upper castle then.
Good day, Henry. Good health to you.
Can you teach me?
Certainly.
I'd like to.
First, you have to have...
What the hell?
Well, I'd like.
Certainly.
I mean,
Wouldn't you rather...
Good day, Henry.
well, I'd like.
Certainly.
I mean,
All right. Now...
What the hell?
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Pribyslavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
The men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord,
Greetings, lad.
the bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhoyed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhoyed. Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Pribyslavitz. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took 1 captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Pribyslavitz?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a fuck what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschens seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Doppelter.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhayed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhayed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
I guess that was a battle. Well, Merhayed. That's where I need to go. Costin here on Serious Gaming, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.